God is convinced not to kill us because you appeal to his ego, because of what people might gossip about him, what they might say behind his back. No, you just brought them out to kill him. He's a piece of garbage. It's like, why would he care? Hey folks, welcome to Joel Reads Bible. I'm Joel and I read Bible so that you don't have to. And we are reading Deuteronomy, and it has been touch and go. It's been touch and go. We're getting into that we need to make this book as long as humanly possible. So let's say the same thing over and over and over and over again. And this time it's the same thing that we've been saying since Genesis, which is why people claim that there are 64,000 cross-references in the Bible. It's the most cross-referenced book of all time. It keeps repeating itself over and over again. What are you talking about? And then the people that are going to write the new version of the cult in the New Testament read this part of the book and they cherry pick things just like out of wherever and then just like plug it in, sort of like spin it in a nicer way. It's not rocket science, guys. This isn't some sort of a miracle. We're writing the same crap over and over again. But we're still doing it. We're doing it because we are reading the whole entire Bible from the very first book to the very last book, which I think is possibly called Revelation, maybe Revelations. No one really knows. The translations are also different. We will be reading the whole entire thing, every single chapter in context. We'll see if it means anything. We'll see if God reveals himself. I've prayed at some point. I have taken off my Jesus blood-colored glasses, so I haven't been falling for a lot so far. I think I've been pretty observant. There have been some moments where I've, missed the mark. I guess that's what they call sin. Not in the Bible yet. I don't know where they get that description, but it's probably not in the Bible. It's probably just what the word actually means. How do you know? How do you know? Context? I have not heard anything about archery in here yet. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. When they were standing at the base of Mount Sinai, I believe in Genesis 19, God was like, if someone touches the base of the mountain, you should kill them with bows and arrows. Your sister, your brother, someone close to you, kill them using archery. But that wouldn't have been a sin. That would have been a good thing that made them holy, killing their loved ones. So, hey, who knows what sin is these days? But listen, at the end of the chapter, you're going to want to stick around because I end up telling you what I loved about the chapter and what I loathed. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, let's get started with Deuteronomy chapter 8. Hear, Israel, you are to pass over the Jordan today and go in to dispossess nations greater and mightier than yourself, cities great and fortified, up to the sky, and people great and tall, the sons of Anakim, whom you know and of whom you've heard say, who can stand before the sons of Anak? Know therefore today that Yahweh your God is he who goes over before you as a devouring fire. He will destroy them, and he will bring them down before you. So you shall drive them out and make them perish quickly as Yahweh has spoken to you. They're finally going in. I have a feeling that it's still going to be chapters and chapters before they do anything. And by the way, when they do wars, it's not described well. It's not like Lord of the Rings, and then the elephants came, and then the giants came, and they used these ropes to bring them down and shoot all these I just watched the movies. I don't know how Tolkien described it in the book, but I don't think we're going to have that. It's going to be and God gave them into their hands. I think we're going to see something like that. But Anakim is fun, and the Anak, that's giants. That's like the Nephilim, just for those of you who are just joining us. That's the Nephilim or the Rephaim or the whatever. Oh, there's a bunch of different names for them, but they're all just like these giants. They're great, tall people. Now, this particular battle is going to be with big, tall people. But what we learned earlier is that like some of them are going to be big, tall, scary people, and other ones, not so big. But God's going to help them to destroy all of them. And he goes over before them as a devouring fire. Is he actual fire? He will destroy them and he will bring them down before you. So does he do all the work and you shall drive them out and make them perish quickly? I don't know. It seems like it's teamwork. But if you're really a devouring fire, that must be metaphorical. Must be hyperbole. Moses is like, he'll be there. Like he'll be helping. He'll go ahead. Will they be all dead then when we get there? You'll still do a lot of the driving out and you'll help them perish quickly. He would get them perishing. Like, are we going to go into the fire because we don't want to be burned alive? I think you're picturing a literal fire. I think you're getting too little. There's not going to be like any fire. It's as a devouring fire. It's a Yahweh. God goes before you, like similar to a devouring fire. So will anyone be devoured? They will, but you drive them, and then you make them perish. But he's gonna be, trust me, you won't notice, but like he would have done a lot of the legwork ahead of time. That's how it seems. It's just a lie. Don't say in your heart after Yahweh your God has thrust them out from before you, for my righteousness Yahweh has brought me in to possess this land, because Yahweh drives them out before you because of the wickedness of these nations, not for your righteousness or for the uprightness of your heart do you go in to possess their land, but for the wickedness of these nations, Yahweh your God drives them out from before you, and that he may establish the word which Yahweh swore to your fathers Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. Know therefore that Yahweh your God doesn't give you this good land to possess for your righteousness, but for you are a stiff-necked people. So he doesn't really like them. He likes them. A couple chapters ago, he said he loves them. They're his favorites. He has to maintain that stupid thing he said to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why did I say that? Now I have to do it. Why would I? Oh, no, wait. I said that because I wanted to say it because I knew I was going to do it. Okay, yeah. So there's a reason why I said it. It's just so I could fulfill it. But I knew I was going to fulfill it, so I said it. I didn't do that with Jesus, which is weird. I never mentioned the Jesus thing, and I just did it. In this case, I said it a billion times, and then I did it. The Jesus thing, for some reason, forgot to mention it. I forgot to mention the killing my son, who is also me. But anyway, in this case, I said that thing. Now I'm going to do it because I said I was going to do it. So that's how that works. But not because you're so great, but because they suck. By comparison, I think that's how God does all those things. It's like, hate your family by comparison. Like, you got to love me so much that it's like you hate them. Anyway, you guys aren't great. You guys are kind of garbage. But by comparison, they're super wicked. Like you guys, you don't even know. You guys don't even know. That's how it feels. Remember and don't forget how you provoked Yahweh your God to wrath in the wilderness from the day that you left the land of Egypt until you came to this place. You have been rebellious against Yahweh. Also in Horeb you provoked Yahweh to wrath, and Yahweh was angry with you to destroy you. Then I had to go up into the mountain and receive the stone tablet. Okay, you've already told us this, Moses. Even the tablets of the covenant which Yahweh made with you. Yes, we know, Moses. You don't have to tell the story, buddy. We need to change you. You need to change. Then I stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water. We've heard the story, Moses. You keep telling us. I know this is an oral tradition, but we know. Yahweh delivered to me 2-stone tablets written with God's finger. On them were all the words which Yahweh spoke with you on the mountain of the middle of the fire on the day of the assembly. We know. You've been telling us this for 40 years. You are senile. It came to pass that at the end of 40 days and 40 nights, the Yahweh gave me the 2-stone tablets, even the tablets of the covenant. Yahweh said to me, arise, get down quickly from here, for your people whom you have brought out of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have quickly turned away from the way which I commanded them. They have made a molten image for themselves. We know this, Moses. Shut up. We weren't there. Why are you telling? We know the story. It's boring, but it's like you're trying to rub it in. We're not the stick-naked people. That's all the people Yahweh had killed. They're gone. We're new. That was our dumb parents who we think are losers. They're dead. We're the young generation. We're hip and cool. We wear our caps backwards. We're awesome. We like fluorescence. We're cool guys that say wiggity wiggity wag. We've started rapping. Furthermore, Yahweh spoke to me saying, I have seen these people, and behold, they are stiff-necked people. Leave me alone that I may destroy them and blot them out, their names from under the sky, and I will make you a nation mightier and greater than they. Yes, Moses. And are you going into the Canaan? Are you going into the promised land? No, you're not going in there either because you were angry or something. It's not really clear what you did wrong. But the fact is that you're also a loser just like our parents, and we're sick of you. We're going in there with our big fluffy parachute pants or whatever. Or I don't know that much about fashion or whatever, but we're going in there and we're going to have a great time with our spiked hair and our shades. Just chillax, bruh. Tubular, cowabunga. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain was burning with fire. The 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands. I looked, and behold, you had sinned against Yahweh your God. You had made yourselves a molded calf. You had quickly turned away from the way which Yahweh had commanded you. I took hold of the 2 tablets and I threw them out of my 2 hands and broke them before your eyes. We know it wasn't us. Hello? I know, I look like my dad. It was him. He's dead. Yahweh killed him with quail. It wasn't me. I wasn't there. Okay? None of us were. We are the new generation. Okay? We are the new class, all right? We're all high school students. We're really cool, all right? And we're making out with people. And then there's all the older people are actually dead. They don't even come and do cameos. They can't. They're not alive anymore. So we weren't there. Shut up. I took hold of the 2 tablets and threw them out of my hands and broke them before your eyes. I fell down before Yahweh. As at the first 40 days and 40 nights, I neither ate bread nor drank water, because all of your sin which you sinned in doing that which was evil in Yahweh's sight, to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure with which Yahweh was angry against you to destroy you. But Yahweh listened to me that time also. Oh, wow. What a cool friend you have. Oh, Yahweh loves you so much. He's totally just going to listen to everything you say. We don't care, Moses. For all we know, you're making this story up. Okay? Everyone else that could corroborate this tale is dead. And you seem happy about it. Like you seem like they deserved it. What kind of sicko are you? You're making up a story where my dad and his mom and their grandparents die, and you're like, they deserved it? And you're like, God was going to start over with me. Go F yourself, Moses. You're such a dick sometimes. You really are such a dick sometimes. Yahweh was angry enough with Aaron to destroy him. I prayed for Aaron also at the same time. I took your sin, the calf which you had made, and burned it with fire and crushed it, grinding it very small until it was as fine as dust. I threw its dust into the brook and descended out of the mountain. I think I told that story last episode. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out, where I recounted that story, interestingly enough, which I think what's really happening here, just to like break the little arguing that's been going on between these characters, is that this whole first part of Deuteronomy is Moses recounting the story, and they kind of split it up with just like a reiteration of like, you got to kill people. Now they're getting ready to kill people, but it's like, we're going to do a quick little callback because we didn't finish that part of the story. So I do have to tell that part of the story again, because some people will only read Berluberlamberly. And if they do, we have to put all of the rest of the Torah right into here. And it sucks. At Tabera, at Massa, at Kibroth Hatava, you provoked Yahweh to wrath. When Yahweh sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, go up and possess the land which I have given you. You rebelled against the commandment of Yahweh your God, and you didn't believe him or listen to his voice. Who, Moses? It wasn't us. And we're pretty sure you're making up all those place names. Kibroth Hattaha? That's not a real place, Moses. That's a silly word. Kadesh Barnea? Like, come on, man. We don't believe you. You're a senile old man. You're pissing yourself. He's pissing himself. You have been rebellious against Yahweh from the day that I knew you. So I fell down before Yahweh the 40 days and 40 nights that I fell down, because Yahweh had said he would destroy you. You just met most of us. Like, we weren't there. Do you think we're our parents? Do you think we're all the other generation that was there at the Sinai? None of us were at Sinai or Horeb. You keep changing it. Okay? We weren't there. We don't know what you're talking about. Okay, some of us were there. I think Hezekiah was there. He was 5. He doesn't remember this. He didn't make a calf. I think apparently somebody said he drank some of the gold, but that, like, he did not do any of that. Like, it doesn't make sense. We don't need to hear any more of the story. And yeah, what a hero. You prayed for 40 days and 40 nights, verse not found. I prayed to Yahweh and said, Lord Yahweh, don't destroy your people and your inheritance that you have redeemed through your greatness, that you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Don't look at the stubbornness of this people, nor at their wickedness, nor at their sin, lest the land you brought us out from say, because Yahweh was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he has brought them out to kill them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people and your inheritance, which you brought out with your great power and your outstretched arm. You're making God look like an idiot, by the way. Can I just say that, Moses? You're telling this story that actually, by the way, constantly seems made up. The place names, like all of the details of the story seem crazy, like absolutely bonkers. And now God is convinced not to kill us because you appeal to his ego, because of what people might gossip about him, what they might say behind his back. Oh, he just brought them out to kill them. He's a piece of garbage. It's like, why would he care? Is this guy supposed to be the creator of the universe? Like, why would he care? He's gonna have us go kill everyone. We're gonna go kill everyone, or he's gonna do it. Like, we don't even know. Why would he give a flying F word? It's like a total made up story, Mosey. Okay, someone's got to get him a new robe. Someone's got to get him. Sorry, go sit down. Go sit down over there. Go sit down. Get it off the hill. It's streaming down the hill. It's gross. Well, guys, that was chapter 9 of Deuteronomy, and I hate when they just repeat things and there's like no fun or new information, but I think we got through it with the great skit that I put on. I loved about this chapter giants. I like when there's giants. I think it's fun. So the fact that there's giants and they're all better than you. I like I like when Moses is like, you're going to dispossess nations that are way better than you. Not because you're great. You guys are pieces of garbage, but because they're super garbage. It's like, what, how, why? How does that work? What are they doing that you're not doing? We'll look into that. As we go forward, we'll get lists and we'll see if these people are doing similar stuff. We know that God wanted them to sacrifice children, so I don't know if it gets much worse than that. What did I hate? Well, I already kind of mentioned it. Boring recaps, the boring kind of recap where it's like, let me just retell the story again. Moses didn't hang up on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights to pray and ask God not to kill everyone. Well, at least that's not in the script, right? He's up there for the 40 days and 40 nights, and then the golden calf thing happens, and then he asks God not to kill them. That seems like a pretty quick conversation. In my recap, I'll look a little deeper into it, and I'll just see if there's any reason to believe that he went up and prayed for 40 days and 40 nights, and then eventually came down and said, oh, go kill 3,000 people. The Levites are going to go kill 3,000 people, which, by the way, seems to be conveniently left out. That's how the Levites became so popular. They killed 3,000 of their best friends. Classic Yahweh wanting some pretty gross stuff. Guys, thanks for joining me. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Bye.